What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. We're jumping in today with Marvel Rivals. The launch of season 2 is here, so I want to break down a lot of the components that we got in here, and I'll do some like little in-betweens there for Marvel Rivals season 2. I'm going to stream some of this content as well, but let's jump right on in and take a look at some of the things. So let's start off with the newest event that's in the game, which is Cerebro Database. Cerebro Database is going to allow you to unlock the new Mantis Flora Maiden skin. All you have to do is complete all 4 of the events, so that's going to take a few days into the event, because you can see here event 4 doesn't unlock until next week, two weeks from now essentially. So really cool event. All they basically have you do to earn rewards is, it's a line, it's basically tic-tac-toe, X's in a row, right? You just basically play missions. Each of those missions will unlock you. I don't think most people are going to care to try to do the missions in subsequent order, as it's just opposed to just accomplishing the missions. They're all pretty straightforward. They're similar to the things that you would have normally done in the weekly, but some of them do require you to play as the new character Emma Frost, so just be aware of that. All right, guys, so good events overall over there. You're going to also collect some of the new gallery cards, some nameplates, some sprays, some chrono tokens, and even some units in the game. So just take a look at those events overall. Cerebro Database, remember to unlock Mantis Flora Maiden skin. So that's one skin. Another skin that I really want to make you guys aware of outside of the Mantis Flora Maiden skin that's available is going to be the Thing. Now, Thing's skin will not unlock until April 25th. You have up until April 16th to go over to Marvel Unlimited. Have a subscription for Marvel Unlimited, and when you have a subscription for that, you're going to be awarded a code that's going to come to you for whatever you have, right? Your email address or through the app, and you'll basically get this code. Now, the great thing about Marvel Unlimited is that it just has access to so many of the comics over the years from Marvel's universe, and you can get those. Things skin will be available through this from here. So that's another free, essentially, I guess, skin that you basically have. You just have to make sure that you have an account by March 16th. So there goes another free skin. So 2 free skins: Thing, Flora Maiden, and then next up we have another skin for Scarlet Witch. So this is going to be a real easy event for you to do, because all it requires you to do is to play 9 matches across the season, and you will unlock the Chaos Gown for Scarlet Witch. Very simple thing to do. You'll also unlock a nameplate for her as well. So if Scarlet Witch is one of your mains, jump in, grab the new Chaos Gown switch by just basically jumping in and doing that. Really simple activity. That brings us into a lot of the way they've redesigned some of the missions and some of the rewards that you can acquire for chrono tokens. So you'll notice here we have the Cerebral Database in another way for you to basically see it outside the thing, but a good way for you to essentially track what you're doing. Next up, you'll notice that the challenges, they're similar to the way they were before. They're supposed to be more, the rewards are pretty much the same. They're just strewn out over where you're getting them from. So you can see the 96 for basically doing the various missions inside of here, and then you can see over here we have the weekly missions. So you have another track basically to collect these, so all you have to do is complete up to 4 of these basically pages, and then you'll get the complete any 4 missions to get these so basically jump in, play those, unlock your weekly missions. It'll reset in 6 days, so you'll basically have those in there for you available. So you can see here is roughly, what is that, 360 plus 240 is essentially 500 chrono tokens over the course of a week, plus whatever you're getting from your challenges that happen, and then your daily missions as well. So you'll see those for 36 tokens all the time right there. So that's your rewards. That leapfrogs us into the new Battle Pass, and the new Battle Pass is an absolute banger. We've got the Peach Momoko Demon Days Spider-Man uniform that's joining us. It's a really cool uniform. I really like the little attribute that they've basically kept the Iron Spider-Man suit inside of here and just made some little changes to it. Very interesting design by Peach Momoko. It looks really cool, especially as you like pan around and see the way they've detailed out some of the uniforms. So you can see like the little leggings and how the, I don't know, cell shading or whatever is supposed to look there. So Nice emote. We do have some nice new sprays, nameplates for Emma Frost. We've got the Spider Oni nameplate, which is a moving skin, so that's how you know this is a legendary skin inside here for the game. It's immediately available to you to purchase if you pay for the luxury season battle pass. I believe this is going to cost you about $21, I think it is, for the season pass or something like that. So you can basically go and purchase Lattice in order to unlock this. The really interesting part about this thing is it's something I don't think I've ever paid attention to, but why is it that when we get down to page 10 where we're converting chrono tokens into units, it cost me 1,000 chrono tokens to get 100 units, but it cost me 100 lattice to get 100 chrono tokens, but it cost me 100 lattice also to get 100 units. Something's off there about that math, right? Just making sure. So we'll pop back to that. But so we've got 3 uniforms. We've got the Peach Momoko, the Thing. We've got Scarlet Witch, and we've got Flora Maiden, and then we work into our season pass. Now, I was skeptical about the Retro X uniforms because I thought the uniforms for Psylocke and Magic looked a lot better for the Hellfire Gala. However, we end up with some really cool design Retro X uniforms for both characters. I love the way they made this pop with the little hip accentures and the shoulder and her chest plate having a Sonic, along with the hair and the back. It's a very, very beautiful uniform. So I think a lot of people are going to like that one. We then get the Nut Rocker Punk Society costume for Squirrel Girl. I'm not a huge fan of it. The hair is just really like jacking me up, but it is what it is. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of her, and we'll probably end up seeing a lot of these this costume person. Maybe not. I don't know. This is for a demographic that's just not me. I'm not a punk person, so it's not for me. We get the new spray for her though, with the new Squirrel Girl emblem, the nut. I happen to like the Nut Rocker one because this spray does look pretty cool to me. I like it. And then we have the new emote, and we get a new MVP screen that looks pretty cool to me. But yeah, again, I'm not a punk rocker, so I think there's better things. And then we have the nameplate, and we are going to secure some more lattice. Now, like I said, the Retro X uniforms, I was a little skeptical about these. However, I think the designs really went down well for these 2 characters. Hers, I still think I would have preferred to have seen the Hellfire Gala one over this uniform, but it still passes muster. It still looks pretty good. Overall, I like it. She still looks good even in her behold Dark Child, her Dark Child uniform. So it's a really good looking uniform. Her blade looks really cool with the yellow and blue. It pops, so I get why the addition of it. We get an additional spray for Spider-Man emblem. I don't know why, but this Spider-Man emblem immediately makes me think of Miles Morales. I really want to see that character join the game. It'd be the one character that could get me go DPS and like main DPS, but and please NetEase, do not make him a skin for Spider-Man. They have different abilities. Miles Morales has the ability to go invisible, and he also has access to Venom powers. 2 different characters. Let's make sure that they stay that way. We get these nice little Krakoa seedlings emblems, and then we get our very first look at Ultron in the game as well. We get this nice magic emblem, and then we get some lattice and some units as well. Next up, we have what I think is probably one of the better uniforms to come out of the Flower of Krakoa Battle Pass, and that is the Red Runway Veil for Black Widow. This uniform, I think there's just so much that's laid into here, the intricacy of what they've given us and how subtle it is, that just really made it pop. Like, I don't think it was visible when I first saw the uniform on the screen at the animation between this being a mask and her eyes being behind it, and you being able to translucently see that. It really pops. It's a cool looking uniform. I think Black Widow players are going to be happy, and we're going to probably gain some Black Widow players because of this skin. We get the Black Widow emblem. We do get a Black Widow nameplate, and then you can see we get a new Cloak and Dagger emblem. Good job, NetEase, because that's a lot better than the emblems that they have currently, in my opinion. And then we get this nice MVP runway for Black Widow, Elegance in Motion. It looks really cool. I'll probably never play this character, but I'll be happy to own that costume, I can tell you that much. So then we get a new spray for the Red Runway Veil as well. And then we get the Peach Momoko Demon Days Luna Snow uniform. I cannot say this and I do not want to butcher it. It's a very nice, simplistic looking uniform. I do miss, I will say I do miss Peach's, Luna's blue to highlight the moon features, but this is a really cool uniform design for her. It's a nice uniform overall. We get the Captain America emblem, and we get some units, and then we get a new emblem for Luna Snow as well with a nameplate that looks pretty cool. Next up, we get the Hellfire Gallery card. Looks pretty decent. And then we get Joe Fixit. I like Bruce Banner's Joe Fixit uniform a little bit better. It kind of screams out to me arcane, but I wish I could find a way to feasibly play Bruce Banner and mainline him and not his variant form of Hulk, but I'm not that good. We'll have to see if other players are, because I think it looks better. This one looks good. It's not, nothing's wrong with it at all. It's just, it starts to get into League of Extraordinary Gentlemen territory for me, where he starts to look like the Dr. Jekyll and Hyde from that movie. So like this one definitely doesn't suit to me, like especially with his really short stubby legs inside there. I don't get it overall. But we've got the new Joe Fixit inside here with his new nameplate. We get a new Hulk emblem as well. We get a nice MVP emote, or excuse me, an emote where he's playing with his coins. Where did he get such a big coin? I don't know, but he has one nonetheless. And then we get this new MVP for Bruce Banner, or for Joe Fixit. Not the best MVP screen that I think we've seen, but you know, I guess it does its job, you know. Like I said, not the best overall. And then we get the Joe Fixit spray. We get the Captain America Star Spangled style uniform. This is so over the top to me in terms of like trying to, you know, put off the American flag in a way. I don't really like it, and to be honest with you, I have a hard time liking the Captain America character design anyways, because the way his chest is made, it just makes me think of Rob Liefeld, especially that one drawing that he had of Captain America with the big chest. I don't know if that's what they were envisioning when they did it, but the size proportions just really just draw me off. There's going to be an audience for this, but it ain't me. And I think there's audiences who probably want different versions of Captain America skins than that. We get the Flower of Krakoa collectible inside there. It looks pretty. And then we get some Lattice, the spray, and we get a MVP for Captain America taking on Ultron. So, or an Ultron drone at the least, not an Ultron. So there you go. If you're happy about that, Dashing Duel is available. Living legend, right? Next up, we get one of the prettier skins inside the battle pass, and that is the Immortal Weapon of Agamotto. So if you're tracking, Agamotto is usually seen as a Doctor Strange thing. It is a deity within the Marvel universe for which Doctor Strange borrows the powers from. So it kind of makes sense that you can see Iron Fist drawing from those powers, and this is a very cool look for Iron Fist. I think a lot of players are going to be happy to have this in their uniform. I expect to hear a lot of this dude in the back row just running amok. It's a very good uniform to me. If you've watched the anime Scried, Scried, then you'll get where I go with this one, especially with his emote. It just really screams from that anime. This is a really old anime, so you would have to go check it out, but it's spelled SCRYED. Just look it up and you'll see it. The spray looks really cool in my opinion, and his nameplate is popping as well. And this MVP screen it's everything. You can tell they put work. I suspect that we are going to see a lot of generosity towards Iron Fist over the course of this game. Next up, we get the skin for which I am the most excited for. So sad that it's buried so deep into the pages in order to get to, but we do have the Cloak and Dagger Dance Partner skin. This is the second legendary skin, I believe, in the battle pass, and here we get a juxtaposition of Cloak wearing the white and Dagger wearing the black. I think it looks really cool. There's a little bit of a D. Graymanish feeling to his uniform. I like the purple that emanates off the silver and white on his back, and then we get this fur similar to Thor's rune cosmetic, where I think that it blocks off a bit of Cloak's head, but I think it looks good overall. And then the MVPs and the emotes are really cool. So this is the emote, and it's a dance partner. It's showing Tandy do her ballerina dance moves with the mask on, and then the mask disappears. So there's a lot going on in there. It's really, really cool. And then we get the nice dance partner spray, and then you can see here the animated nameplate, which looks really, really cool in my opinion as well. And then finally you get the MVP Cloak and Dagger duality duet. Tyrone and Tandy busting the move. It looks really cool. And then we got the final Ages of Ultron gallery card. You can see some of the upcoming uniforms. More than likely we've got Rocket and we've got Black Panther. The Sparta and Emma Frost uniforms are available currently, so don't forget that you are on repeat, similar to the way we were last season, where you can trade in your chrono tokens for units. Again, I just said this to you, it doesn't make sense to me that my chrono tokens cost me 100 lattice, my units cost me 100 lattice, but yet trading in my 100 chrono tokens only nets me 100 units. Like, if I wanted to go unlock this page fully right now, I would need to buy 9,092 chrono tokens. That means that I would have to buy lattice to convert to chrono tokens. That's 100 of those. It doesn't make sense to me. The conversion doesn't make sense, but nevertheless, it's there. Don't forget, over inside the store, we do have 2 other new uniforms inside there. So we do have the Emma Frost X Revolution bundle equipped with full-on thigh physics. Yeah, guys, like, I've never seen in a game thigh physics, but they are here. She's looking very bodacious, very Sarah J. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't know who that is, but yeah. And she has some really cool MVPs and emotes as well. This is a really, really cool one. I like it. It's a nice MVP for the character. And then we've got the minor detail emote, which looks really cool. And then we get the nameplate and her spray, which is only 1,600 units inside the shop. Star-Lord receives his King of Sparta uniform. It looks really good, very simplistic. Happy that it's in the shop for 1,600, but I think they could have made this one free. There's not a whole lot on this one, in my opinion, that necessarily roars to me that I particularly want this uniform, so I probably won't be procuring it at all. And then you see here, like, he basically makes his appearance. I like that they get him really silly with it. So we'll see what that's up about. And then we have his emote, his nameplate, and his spray available to you in there. Well, so okay, so like I said, we've got 3 new uniforms. We've got that are free to you. That's the Mantis thing, and then the Scarlet Witch. I guess technically the thing is not free to you, since you need to have a subscription, which means that you at the very minimum need to pay $9.99. So I guess in some ways it's not really that free. Don't forget about the Namor bundle, the Namor cosmetics that you can get from the Twitch streaming, Twitch drops. So basically log in, view your favorite streamer. I'm trying to become one of those guys, so you can go view my Twitch stream as well, and the drops will be enabled on those channels, and then you basically view for 4 hours and you'll get the rewards for that. So good stuff there overall, right? So overall, I think that this season is going to look really, really cool. I think there's a lot of stuff in store for a lot of players to look to have fun. Tournament season revamped, looks like it's going to be fun, and the PvP scenario is going to be fun as well, in terms of how they are changing up competitive play, so that way your individual commitment matters more than your team commitment and your win-loss record inside there. Personally, I haven't seen it necessarily, because I've joined a couple of matches where I was close to MVP and we lost, and I didn't see any greater points for it. So it seems like it just tailors out the amount of points that you lose. We'll have to see how that looks panning down, but a lot of people are jumping into comp right now, so we'll see how that pans out overall. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, guys, peace.